I'm sure if the VAR was here, he would have actually felt physical pain at me cutting off the drop there. Hello, and welcome. It is the 24th day of the 8th month. I was about to say 24th month, then. Fuck me, what fucking world are we in? It's, I actually, it's weird. I find myself with more energy now that I've been to work. I guess laying about the house does nothing but sap your motivation. Shocking, I know. But yes, how are we all? I decided to make up some time because and perhaps hell, let loose later, perhaps. So I want to talk to Sash about some stuff first, but we'll see. Won't be. So we were supposed to do this Sunday, didn't, got distracted, and yeah, here we are. I do actually quite like this game, and I fully intend to return to the normal rhythm because I'm really pissed off at myself because we actually had a good rhythm going just before I went away. I hate this. Like, no, we had a shorter stream on Thursday just to get things going. Sometimes some multiplayer or some bollocks on the Friday, and then a playthrough and some Paradox stuff Saturday. Warhammer Sunday, and it was great, and we were growing consistently, and people were enjoying it, and then I went away and it all went to shit, so I'm trying to get it back on a normal schedule. This does, however, mean I need to make up for yesterday's day before's absence of Mechanicus, so let's do that. If not perhaps later, then perhaps tomorrow. Yeah, sure. Say it's difficult to stream tomorrow because gym, but I'm definitely up for playing some more Hell Let Loose at the very least. Whether or not I'll stream it is neither here nor there, but, you know, we get there. Especially because streaming it would probably mean that Tavar has to reveal his voice on stream. But we'll see how he feels about that. If you can't tell, I'm stalling for Tavar so that he can get here, because I know he enjoys watching this, because anything Mechanicus he loves. But, yeah. Things are going pretty okay, actually. I say, fucking... I've never actually done. I did more housework. Was the one who said stream. I know he was, but how he feels about revealing his voice is another matter. Because you know how skittish he is about these things. But yeah, I did more housework in the last 10 minutes than I did in the last 2 months. Because being on holiday is weird. But I'm just glad to be back with a good deal of energy. Yes. Where the fuck is he? There's one thing I can't stand. It's people not being here when they said they will be. Technically, he never said he will be, but it's Mechanicus. Officially guaranteed. I guess he is the busy. He is online. Oh, he doesn't think he's playing anything. I know. Like I say, I just don't know how he feels about revealing his voice, because he's made a big point about that in the past. I'm sure he'll be fine with it, but I haven't heard what he says yet, so we'll get there. Anyway, on to different topics. But, yeah, I've been thinking, and he's probably playing World of Warships, more than likely, so he'll be about in a bit. And I know his internet's been a bastard recently, so that's fine. Either way, I had a point to make there, and it has completely vacated. Yes, there it is. I've been playing another game of Crusader Kings. That's the same guy we played last time. And sorry, I'm just checking volume. Volume's fine. That's the. But yeah, I was playing another game of Crusader Kings 3, and this one actually went really well. So I think I'm going to use this save, which isn't that much farther along than the previous one. In fact, I think it's actually further behind. I've just done better on that one rather than the ones prior. So yeah, because I do quite like the CK3 we've got going at the minute. Also, I've been really umming and ahhing about what to do about EU4, because I want to get EU4 going, but I don't own Leviathan. Wasn't it fair time? Yeah, it's about. Welcome. Now it's about. See if we can get started. But it's primarily because I know anything Warhammer, I tend to wait up for him. I was going to wait forever, obviously, but yeah, that I was having fun talking. By the way, but yeah, I'm still thinking about what to do in EU4. Like, part of my brain wants to do part of the Japanese run. Another part of my brain wants to make another ill-fated attempt. Although, to be fair, with how that Hoi 4 game went, we could attempt the Purple Phoenix in EU4, so that Justin can now teach me EU4. For you to see about Leviathan? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's good and bad. Yeah, I'm sure this is Paradox we're talking about, but yeah. Yeah, sure, we can do that. So just so I can learn it. And I know most of the tricks with U4. Like I say, I used to watch Arumbo religiously, but I'm definitely not the best. Let's see what we got. It's worth noting that this doesn't cause any awakening, but I can get some free shit out of this. Big guns never tire. Epsidus' heretics have seized one of the Cestus Metallican's gun decks, assault the traitors and drive them out. See if you even want it. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Also helps that I get paid Friday as well, so... Let's see. I did get a high level Skitari, who now have scanning on their guns, which is really cool. Castellan Robot is always tempting, but it's expensive. Taser Go does area damage. If I'm gonna go with melee, I'm gonna go with this Rustalker. Completely fucks English colonization because I've heard that it's done horrible things to colonization. We actually structure this so that the guys. With the axes go first. You see? I am clever. News of progress. The heretics have seized one of the starboard gun decks. Oh, that's no good. So now they've strengthened themselves to the point where they feel bold enough to seize a gun deck, an obvious target. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Like the entire coast will be just flooded with natives. Like I don't know why that's happening. I permit myself a sense of consternation. Like how he's happy about it. I guess he's happy about it because he means he gets some smack some heretics about. Ooh, that's a big gun. It looks like the kind of pistol you get away with in California. Confusion stack overflow. Oh, the better I get at IT, the funnier these jokes are. You can tell some mega nerd had real fun writing all this. Yeah, desperate. No, they're seizing the gun because they want to destroy a very particular target. And down straight. The heretics have are using corrupted services to hack controls to the deck cannons. If they gain control, the cannon's enormous destructive power could be turned on the Cestus Metallican. Heretics must be punished for the treachery. I feel like that's what they want us to do. Because think about it, right? If he's struck such an obvious and dangerous target, then what he wants is for us to panic and hit him hard. So let's not charge in mindlessly. That's what he wants us to do. Limit the servitors being used to. Well, the quickest way to follow the heretics' plans is to deny them the use of deck cannon. Well, we have spatial superiority. Shutting down some deck guns doesn't really hamper us in any way. I see. Which is silly. The layout of the gun deck suggests a number of possible approaches. Slow and purposeful, cunning gambit, martyrs rush in. to be fair, the longer we give them, the bigger a problem this is going to get. Because as Scalova said, he doesn't do anything without purpose or guarantee a reward. So he clearly wants the guns for something, even if it is just bait. Well, though, maybe he, instead of the guns themselves, he's looking to rob shells so they can severely damage the ship. In which case, we got to get fast. Galova brings up a good point. Digging the gun deck has left some heretic casualties near the entrance to the deck, while other elements of surroundings may provide other opportunities for advantage before combat is joined. Suspended bridge hangs over the top of some heretics. A well-placed shot could bring it down. Search one of the dead heretics for information. Observe them before attacking. No, we're going to scout ahead. This is our... I say this is our ship, so we should be able to get a full scan on them. Rites of weariness observed. New spheres show signs of encoded machine count. Conclusion: enemy competence high. Indeed. Go! Going into this fight with an advantage. Oh, I know how much Twitch just loves that little that phase in there. Okay, because we charged in, we are a touch surrounded. This is to be expected, but I assume that we're facing less total enemies as a result. Alright, guys who have axes will go first. They go here. Dudes with guns will be afforded opportunities to use them, covered by Skitari. Because, yeah, they go first. More of this asshole I'm worrying about. Start off with small text event. I do like that as well, it's very different. So you gotta get to here, I imagine. There's nothing to scan around here. I mean, it makes you think about what they're doing. Like I said, I actually thought about it that time, and we had a positive outcome. Shocking, I know. Right, so you've got the big dick power axe, so you're going to schmack him. Meanwhile, you are going to move to here. Use the phosphor just to pop him. Ah, Noblet. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to drop the volume just a touch, because this game gets loud. Okay, so I assume that he has no armor, otherwise it would be showing. Oh, thank you, Noblet. Right, I'm up to 7. At this rate, I might actually get some new emotes. Thank you very much. But he's got 1 energy armor, so I could whack him with my stick. Choose between 2 canticles. Oh, I don't have the cognition buff on him. The costs less cognition. No, I'm gonna go rob this lot then. Before should I huff the paint? It guarantees a kill if I huff the paint. But do I want to burn 2 cognition on a servitor? No, I do not. Come on, no whammies. Oosh. I had faith in the Omnissiah and I was rewarded. I've got the Caliber, which I can use to hit both of them. But it will burn all of my cognition, so I'm not going to. Yeah, I think you can call it there. Cool, Skitari. Continue to pop shots at the thing that can actually fire back. There you go. Because I do believe one of them... One of you has the flamethrower. You've got the flamethrower. Actually, if I position these at either end, I can use the plasma calibers here and here to proceed to kill both of these servitors with a like strafing fire almost. Pick him there. Actually, I'm gonna knacker his guns, make him even more useless. Oh yeah, they're in both sides. Luckily, there's nothing to scan down here, so I ain't gotta go down here. It's just a source of enemy reinforcement. Ow. So he's got an arc gun which rolled high, because I know those arc guns are like, they have a chance, they're like 1 and 8, so they're super powerful, but they're super volatile. Down, it's none of my ears, but it's pretty okay on stream. Oh, we've got a book. Fuck me. Progress. What book is it? Okay, this one does have cognition freedom, and he has the Culver in. It's not the, I think it's him, yeah, Orosius. That guy, who can draw cognition. There's already 2 been drawn from that. Oh well, in that case. Big book, it has many pages. Oh. I'm glad you're branching out. Can I not? Oh, I see, he's got some kind of shield on him. That prevents me from targeting him directly. Which is fine, he's going to get whacked with a stick in a bit. Less energy than physical, so... Give me one of these. Give me one of these. Okay, I'll tell you what. Mortar gunning on the eastern front. Ah, cherry one then. And then... Blam! Don't know how much damage I did to him, but I can only assume it was a lot. Yeah, this is my Dex mechanic. Go nick both of these. Over 340 pages. Was it the fucking instruction manual? Jesus. I'm going to let him stand next to him, because he doesn't have a melee weapon by the looks of it. No, he does not. So, where is he? Yeah, so Jeremiah's going to go stand next to him. Oh, that's weird, we can't fire past this. The caliber can reach, so... we use this... fire the caliber for only 1 cog rather than more. Oh, it's a memoir! Ah, that explains it. That should have at least hurt him quite a bit. Sprint, he should be able to make it to at least the Skitari. Apparently not. Oh, he does have an axe, I just couldn't see it. Ow! This asshole hurts. Oh, you're dodging the one guy who's not going to hit you. That's a good job I got fucking healing, huh? Fine, he's too far away to be of any help. Pop him, just start dealing with it. There we go. I'll say the more... their main advantage is numbers, so the more of them I kill, the easier this will go for me. Which is a fairly standard idea, I know, but... pulling troops... I should remember I have that. It's cheaper. Command fire. Can I command fire on that asshole? Oh, I see. So, first. There we go. See, now I'm no longer in melee range, because the enemy is no longer alive. I suppose I'm not in range, but that's fine. I'll just start moving up this way then. There's no cognition left on the map, so I'll fill it up next turn. And this does cost a cog, so... keep him there then. I mean, it's only 2 servitors coming from that direction. There is a tech priest there, which we'll need to deal with, but... otherwise, we should be alright. He's not going to make it to the Skitari. But, well, weird how he did, but the other one didn't. There we go. Okay, you are a gunboat. So, first things first. I need more bullets in the form of cognition. Next, I've got machine spirit on both of those things. I'm out of range, apparently. Still out of range. I continue to be out of range. Even though it says I can hit them. Now I can hit him. Because I can't target the guy with the shield, so... It does cost me a cog, but I have plenty and it's all meant to be used up this turn anyway, so... Get him the healing. And then give it one of these, because although he's not targetable, he's certainly still shootable by weapons that don't require targets. It's brilliant. And then you're going to run away, so that he can't reach me in one turn. I just sneezed and it hurt. Okay. I can delay his turn so I can get that servitor out of the way. Imagine burning... Well, that went well, didn't it, asshole? God, I love energy armor. Then it's this guy. He's going to sprint, so he's burning cognition to do this. But he then didn't shoot. Okay. I killed his little buddy, so... Oh yeah, this is this is the wannabe Belisarius call. So he walks with like that chittery sound, which is tech breached as fuck, but does not stop it from being monumentally creepy. There we go. Everything else is neither here nor there. Ow. I can use him to fill the cognition, but I'm not going to. What I really need to do is clear out him. I need to do 6 more damage? Fuck me, what what are they made of? I haven't got that, so I'm only going to fire the caliber. That's significant range, so if I were to, no, stand here, do that, that's not quite long enough. I'd make it that's what she said joke, if it weren't so sad. Fine, I'll keep him there. Ready to receive guests, as it were. I think we're dealing with 4 tech priests, so we still need to be careful. Pop him in the head. You can fire past, so move him up here. Disable his guns. Aha! We do have a tech priest here that we do need to deal with, so let's do that. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I must remember it doesn't make stuff free. Although it does make the attack free, but like, oh, because he's got the shield up. Alright, fine, asshole. Don't want me to hit you. Still not there, huh? Fine. I'll just leave him there so you get an attack of opportunity if he moves. I know the slap hurts, but these are only Scutari, so it's like, whatever. Only 2 damage. I've had worse. Now I'm rolling like crap. Plus I've got health and ignore armor. Okay. Note. I mean, yeah, I say two Fizz armor should basically say, fuck that. Who knows every one of these books by heart? Well, if he's a student, that don't shock me. I still have this, but... So if I scan him, does that... I don't think I can punch him. It does not. I need to use ranged weapons, which means it guarantees him an attack of opportunity. So I'm just going to have to take it. Uh-oh, now it goes. Fucking asshole. It only goes away when he attacks, must remember this. Otherwise, there's only, it's only servitors coming this way, so let's start moving up and around to flank these guys. Yeah, he got hit with the flamethrower too, so he's got all the status effects. Should have really done that whole remove status effects things. When does that guy go? Oh, he already did, that's right. Delay the turn then. So that I may use various flavors of plasma to remove him as a problem. Yeah, 3 fizz armor. I'm going to need to use fucking servitors in the way. Fuck off. Bloody peasants. Right. Don't quite have the cognition to do it, so he's going to be useful against him next turn. Next, be him. So what I'm first going to do is take this cognition over here. Then, can't actually shoot anyone because he's not in line of sight and he's in the fucking way. I'm going to use this. It was the next 2 actions, right? All energy attacks gain plus for this round. In which case he doesn't need it, so burn that, so it's basically a free action. At which point really? Okay, I suppose. There's nothing else I can do to him, so no one else in range, so fuck it. So I'll use him to disable his weapons for the next round, because I can at least do that in melee with this Skitarii. Okay, move there, then move forward. Now, how hard was that? Hold there, because I'm out of full cognition refills, so I might actually start needing to conserve munition. Can't even do that apparently. Must remember, can't attack him until he attacks back. Such as right now. Nearly lost the Skitarii, but didn't. That's the important part. Dodges all attacks from that Skitarii, fails to realise that he's surrounded. Okay, now I lost him. Well, let's pop him from range just so the axe might actually kill him. He's got the flamethrower, doesn't he? So it might actually be better that I use the caliber here. Like so. Because then he can use the phosphor blaster and finish him off. I think he's just got the acid. I think the burning's gone now. That's cool. I can just pop him, so it's no issue. Delay your turn so that I can do this. Then I have a Xenorite Mechadendrite too, asshole. The acid will actually finish him off next turn. And that, kids, is why I fucking hate arc weapons. They're useless. The essence of useless. Might as well just do that. Oh, but they have really high damage. No, they have really high variance. They can do a lot of damage, but I'll take consistent damage over potentially high damage every day. You know, one in the hand is worth two in the bush. You're gonna make me hit you, aren't you? Fucking peasants. Fucking hate servitors. I get their whole purpose. They're just tanky little fuckers. That is their whole point. Ooh. Don't know enough to use that though. Although these interior, as cool as they look, the interiors of these of the Castellan, Cestum, I think it is, because Cestus, yeah. Like the pathing on it is really weird. See, I can walk all the way up to the edge here, but I couldn't do that there, which is really strange. I guess the props were like not properly mapped out or something like that. Let me just deal with this. See, he's got a flamethrower which can do a lot of damage, and something that can also do a lot of damage provided range. You know, I have this, which is expensive but always hits with, always rolls double sixes. So, cleanse the area of heretics. Whatever, I've got one. Did I take one from each? I did, because I'm smart. This guy is actually the closest tech priest, so I'm going to keep him running. One more. There we go. I mean, all these two tech priests actually succeeded in doing was killing 2 servitors. And no one's here. Awesome. I'll just use it on him just to make sure he gets there next turn. So, like, I don't know why, like, the AI insists on using those arc weapons, because they're crap. Like, they did one good shot, and for the other 8 times that they were fired, they did nothing. Way ahead of you there. And so they fired, and 3 targets registered 0 damage. Like nothing. Meanwhile, I have the culverins and the calibers, which are just giant plasma beams of fuck you. Like, consistent damage over potential damage every time. That gun has been taken back into possession of Adeptus Mechanicus forces. Yeah. Don't know what they wanted from the gun decks though. I suppose that's him. He looks like a... That's actually a really badass design. I dig that. Like, especially like the really Necron-esque eyes. I get that's the point, but yeah, I love that. Are you not surprised? Well, this guy is mostly robot, so yeah. See? About emotive interference. This is good. Like me. It's me talking to the staff at McDonald's saying when I don't want pickles. Guy is pulsating green. Yeah, no, obviously he's like super under Necron influence. This is the thing, because like pulsing any color other than gold is sure sign of corruption in the Imperium. Xenoite heresy is a disease. What lies on Silver Tenebris is too dangerous to fall into position if you're kind. Damn straight. Add Mechanicus allowed to pulsate in red. You sure? Do they pulsate red? I don't remember the Admex pulsating any colour. The robes are too damn thick. Like, oh, I almost understood that. Red is the colour of my... Yeah, I get that, but... I think it's broadcasting from within the ship. Yeah, I know he hacked our entire communications network. I was well aware. So, we didn't really learn anything then, did we? Right. I mean, I only lost 10 Blackstone for losing it. I don't care. I lost more Blackstone in damage. Although, like I say, Xenorite Tech Priests are actually worth quite a bit. I mean, I have no intention of using this Infestus Mechadendrite, as cool as it looks. I mean, the Vanguard Alpha 2 is okay, but, you know, whatever. But point is, I got a shitload of a Blackstone. The lowest ranked Tech Priest right now is only rank 11. Although, okay, see, this guy is doing the whole Xenorite thing now as well, and I gave him the heads piece for it as a result. And his wires are kind of like moving green, but are they pulsating green? If so, I should shoot this guy in the face right now. Which one are you? Oh, you're the engine seer, so you have lots of repair. It's you. Oh, so you're the Secutor who I'm turning into a Tech Auxilium. Like, take no chances. Poof. Yeah, damn straight. Just blam. Well, I suppose it is poof because we're Admech. It would be blam if we were Inquisition. Let's see then. He's got the big sexy axe. He's got the flamethrower. He's got the phosphor blaster. Not really anything else I can give this guy. He has all of the kit. He could use a Mechadendrite, I suppose. The only thing I can stick on his shoulders that might help us out. So there was no difference between these two in that this one gives it to all Tech Priests, but this one is personal, and I only want it to be personal. Yes, Justin, what is it? Yeah, that's what they had, the Cog Octaris. Coultaris, yes. Appears untargetable until he performs an attack, gains 50 crit chance. It's pretty good. That's become priority and gain armor, which is pretty good. I guess like they gain armor is because they're blinded and they might miss. Since these are mages, is magic real? Okay, they're not. They take on the appearance of mages, but that's because technology is like magic to them, because it's so esoteric and unknowable. However, yes, magic is a thing in 40k. It's called the warp and chaos. Like, and if you're a psyker, like this person born with the innate ability to channel the warp, you can use magic. But in this particular context, no, they aren't using magic. They're called I know they're called mages. If you want to know what the hell that was a bunch of plates on my desk. One of them appeared to have broken. Oh dear. Alright. Before I continue answering your question, I must clean this up. In-game plate sound effect. I mean, what you basically heard was the sound of a tech priest who just got told, hey, maybe if I don't like just use this STC and instead I just do you know, what if I put the trigger in a place that doesn't break my wrist when I fire the gun? To which all you heard was the sound of plates. Like, I'm just checking this game. I gotta do this now. Oh, it's always the way. I do apologise, JC. I do apologise. Yeah, one of these is actually broken, so I gotta clean this up. But, so yeah, welcome to the stream. Good timing, my friend. Good timing. Gotta clip that. Yeah, absolutely. If you go ahead and clip that. I tell you what actually caused that. When Justin said, but they're called mages or wizards, that's what that means. I got so annoyed that I started waving my hands around when I was making gestures that none of you can see. And evidently my hands got so irate they caused the plates to fall off my desk. The strategy RPG led me to look for streams of this. Oh, welcome. I'm glad you stumbled upon this one. I will be delighted to explain the game to you in a bit more detailed terms and to actually show you what the game is as soon as I deal with this. But I will, however, show you this. Seeing as you are checking out the game, I don't mind doing the due diligence. So you basically take on missions from the various members of the Mechanicus here. They vary little, except this one always gives you boss missions, and if you have the Heretic DLC, you get this guy down the bottom in which you're fighting a tech heresy aboard the ship, which is entirely separate to the main game, right? But for the large part, you're fighting Necrons. You take on jobs and they give you various rewards, such as troop upgrades or new bits of kit, which you can mount to your tech priests. Yeah, you can have up to 6, and you can build them in various different ways. When the UI doesn't bug out, there it is. And these all do different things. Engine Seer is like a medic. Where is it? Dominus is basically just a firing platform. Lex Mechanic gives you more cognition, which lets you use your more expensive abilities. Usually, the Tech Auxilium. Lex Mechanic is. Yeah, and then the Tech Auxilium gives you like lots of support abilities, like you can see Bless, which really just gives you either armor or damage. You know, he's basically a support. The Secutor works well with your troops, which are these boys in the background. These all count as troops, even fucking Johnny Five over here. And the Secutor buffs your troops. Now, your troops are cheaper to take into battle. When I say cheaper, you do spend this resource here to both upgrade and take troops into battle. You also lose it when your tech priests take damage. So, you know, it's kind of a risk reward situation. But these guys are cheaper to take into battle, but you know, they're not. You can't improve them basically. This is the case for all of them, except for the Castan robot over here, who is very strong because he has an ability that makes him basically very hard to kill, and that flamer on his shoulder is ruinous. It's awesome, but as you would expect, they're expensive to take. However, the servitor down here is basically free, but doesn't do anything other than be a punching bag. Which, you know, if you've built your tech priests into gunboats like this, like Menarius here, who has a plasma culverin, which fires directly in a line, hits all the targets in a line, strips armor in a line, and does a fuckload of damage just for the trouble. As well as he's got this here, the energy enhancer, which makes all energy weapons do more damage. So, as well as this, he's a fully leveled Dominus, and all of his. And you see all of his bits of armor, which you unlock as you upgrade them, are to that end. The guy is a fucking monster when it comes to ranged combat, which is why I've built him that way, and why it's a good idea to pair him with the servitor, whose whole job it is to take fire. Right? So there's lots of ways you can do it. Alternatively, you can also... Where is he? Yeah. You can also build him like Jeremiah here, who is a melee powerhouse. He's got lots of armor, which is afforded to him by his various augments, as well as the fact that he's got the biggest, sexiest power axe I think you can get in the game, as well as this. It's got a Sanctus canister, but I like to call it Huffing Paint, because you trigger it, he moves faster, he has higher crit chance, and he does more damage. So it's basically just a little canister of stimulant. So he pops that canister of stimulant and goes to hit someone with the biggest, sexiest power axe in the world. As well as this, when he gets into melee combat, he's also got a great big flamethrower. So he can also roast fools if he gets into trouble. So you can build every single one of them differently, and how you want to play the game is purely down to your preference, which I love. I will show you a mission in just a moment. I'll be right back. And by the way, we're not playing Humankind. There we go. Sorry about that. Just quickly cut the music. Hide the Spotify. There we go. Anyway, thank you for your patience. It is all cleaned up, and no, I did not cut myself. I thank you for your concern. Anyway, to get to the last point about Justin's question, the reason they're called mages is because they practice secret and arcane knowledge. This is because, excuse me. This is because the Mechanicus in 40k are basically the only ones who know how any of the really powerful technology works and how the industrial base actually operates, and they're not exactly into sharing. So this is because that they see all technology as gifts from their Omnisire, who is technically a heretical god, but the Imperium kind of lets it go because if they piss off the Mechanicus, well, they're basically fucked because now they can't produce any war material and they'll get squished in a second. But yeah, point is that they're a highly secretive organization who exalts technology as if it were holy, because to them it is. And they're called mages because they practice secret and arcane knowledge, not because they necessarily use magic. Anyway, shoot some robots. Okay, who gives us the best reward? Okay, I've killed Argalech, which is in this sector here, and I think I killed the other one. So for them it's magic. Yeah, basically. They don't know what computers are. They call them machine spirits, and they have rights to please the machine spirit. Otherwise, it won't do what they say. So I killed the Flayer one as well. So none of that's appearing. So Acropis is not one that I've got yet. So Grasha Claw. That's improved healing. Really good healing too. Xenorite Mechadendrite, which I'm not interested in. Machines, yeah, but no AI. Importantly, no AI. In 40k, they're called abominable intelligences. Basically, a machine that can think for itself is basically the definition of the devil. Machine spirits are operating systems. Oh, I see. It's basically all cogitators are PC. Well, okay, right. They call like actual PCs computers themselves the hardware, cogitators, and the software on them machine spirits. This is a piss take about coding because often when you're trying to code something, it may as well be a spirit, and you might as well perform some arcane ritual to get it to work. Because Lord knows nothing else is going to get it to work. Nothing you've tried is going to get it to work. So fuck it. I might as well kill a rabbit and shake my leg about because this has got as much chance to make it work as anything else. Anyway. Yeah, I'm quite tempted by that Curiosio Claw. The Cognition Mechadendrite is also really good. But yeah, I'm going to go with this. Acropis Sector. Denied to the enemy. Servo slaves are brainwashed people with program. Yeah, basically. Yes, bloody servitors. Yeah, they're criminals and the other detritus of mankind who have had their brain removed and replaced with machines, and now they're just techno slaves. It's seen as making those who had an issue understanding why you should serve mankind. Whether or not their compliance is involved is neither here nor there. Magic rubber duck repair program. Basically. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Kefra Skitari have located a reanimation chamber in the tomb of Acropis. She has requested it to be destroyed to hinder the Necron's ability to repair their fallen. Right, so I have quite a bit of Blackstone, so let's see, who should we take? Don't want to take more Skitari, especially because we're up against destroyers. But they are quite long range, which makes me worry. Take a robot for the funnies, and I'll take a Skitari. Because I think it's Leonardus, he's a Secutor. And one of the Secutor high-end abilities is that he can summon reinforcements onto the field at any time for a severely reduced cost. Which is great when you've got this here. Now, if you're wondering what these cogs are, they're called Cognition, and you need them to perform powerful actions, so it's a resource you need to manage. As you can see, the very powerful minions require a lot to call in. Unless you've got a high-level Secutor, in which case you can call it in for 1 Cognition. It's brilliant. So I'll bring 1 for that, and then I'll bring a Servitor because I need something long range. And these are Canticles, which are one-time bonuses you can use on each mission. I've got an emergency heal if I catch myself in hot water. If I really need to nuke down something big very quickly, I can use this to make it ignore all of its armor, which it often has a lot of. And a refill on Cognition if I find myself without the ability to use the tools that I need. Catch my drift. Oh yeah, another point. All the characters speak in what's called lingua technis or something like that. I generally can't remember what it's called. But yeah, basically they speak in binary cant, and it sounds amazing. She sound lingua technis. Thank you. See, that's what I said, Justin. I just wasn't sure. Anyway, but yeah, she sounds quite soft because she's A, low rank, and B, a woman. But yeah, then we get Faustinius, who is this lovely guy up here, and yeah, he sounds like a pissed off hard drive. I love it. Ah, so good. See if it's possible to destroy this reanimation device. Yeah, let's get on to this. From the data required of this tuneless fire, extrapolate the reanimation chamber somewhere in the depths and probably heavily defended. Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Capra. Omnisci is pleased to see obstacles in our path for overcoming them we learn more. Yes. Okay, so let's see. So this is how you'll navigate the missions. So these are little events which can be beneficial or negative depending on the options you choose. These are obviously Necron parties, which if you encounter you will have to fight. By the looks of it, I'm going to need to encounter at least one of them. These are glyphs, which are like the event, only where these ones describe a situation and you try to choose the best option. These ones are basically just you're trying to read alien hieroglyphics. You learn more about which, but the answer is always the same depending on which one you get. So as you go through the game, you'll learn which ones are the good ones. So it's like you're actually studying it. It's great. Faustinius sounds like a PC that started crypto mining by itself. Yeah, basically, it's melting its chip as we speak. A friend of mine actually did that. He's a twat. Yeah, okay. A strange sight greets the cohort in this chamber. A Necron warrior appears to be fused to the wall, as if it were teleported into it. It looks not unlike a teleporter accident, which are not unknown when using this unpredictable technology. Still, this is the first time you've seen a Necron fall victim to such a thing. Examine the Necron, propagandize, take pic grabs of the site so it can be distributed among the Skitarii. It's proof that the Necrons are not as technologically infallible as they seem. Try to prise the Necron from the wall so that it may be recovered. Because the Necron's in the wall, but the Necron's a robot, so it's probably not dead, so that's probably a bad plan. This could be good, but it doesn't really help me right now. Fuck it, I'm gonna nick it. Yeah, that's what I thought. For example, it does not possible. In their haste, they blunder into a field of exotic radiation surrounding the Necron, and by the time they realize the danger, they have been severely irradiated. They fall back from the chamber as the nauseating early waves of radiation sickness grips them. You know what I mean? Could have been good, was bad. Yeah, they haven't moved, so I'm going to have to get into it. Oh yeah, Twitch just loves that little loading animation. Okay, is it just warriors? Is there anything I can scan? No. Ooh, that's a destroyer. That's going to be fun. Righty, so Jeremiah in front because he has big stick. Same with Leonardus. I want Marnius and Oriokus right there because they've got big melty guns and they're going to deal with that destroyer. I don't have the cognition to deploy any troops right now. Here's a problem with Necron destroyers. They got big guns which are stupid range and they move quite quickly. He didn't move very far then, but that was his choice. There's no Latin in C, only K. Ah, okay, so he's I'll make him Oriokus. Oriokus, I suppose. Yeah. Right. Right. Those are immortals in the background, which also hurt quite a lot. So first, I'm going to pick up this cognition, which is actually free. If you pass any of these like pillars here, which have cognition stored in them, they'll just pick them up, and it's no cost to your movement. So if you can, always pick it up because it lets you use your big stuff. Like here, for example, the flamethrower requires 4 cognition in order to fire, which is expensive considering that this is an expanded bar. I've done a lot to earn more. You start off with like 5, maybe 4. So this would consume the entire bar if this was early level. So, you know, you get more capacity later on you get. I do combat this, however, with stuff like this. This is an ability that makes stuff cheaper to fire, so you know, you find your ways around the problems. Let's shoot this. Now, cool, he's got 2 energy armor. That's going to go well. The phosphor blasters are, they're okay in terms of damage, but they always scan the enemy as you fire them, because as you'll notice, we don't know all of their stats. We only know this one because I shot him. You can use the servo skull to scan them, but in my personal opinion, it's not worth it. Just use the phosphor blasters. Otherwise, you can use blasters that are more powerful. You know what I mean? It's like a gamma one. I think it's gamma. Point is, the plasma pistol that hurts quite a lot, but doesn't do anything other than that. I use the phosphor because the scan is super useful for planning your attack, because knowing what armor they have is quite handy. Shocking, I know. I could grab that, and I probably will need to if I want to hit him with pain. Yeah, let's do that. Go one further away. There he is. No one's on Overwatch, so... And this doesn't make things free, worthy of note. So I'm going to huff the paint and run towards him. He's got a huge 18 life, but I have big axe. So I can deal with it. So next round I'll probably put a culverin through all these assholes and deal with him. Luckily Necron Warriors don't do too much damage, and this guy's got 1 energy armor, so he can take the punishment. Cool, I do have a caliber on this guy, so I'm going to grab him. This is my Tech Auxilium, so he can really fill up this gauge quite quickly. Because he grabs all the cognition with his drone, which you normally have to get quite close for. So I can grab that, as well as this cog right here. I believe I hear my wife downstairs. Hey. I broke a plate.
Broke a plate?
Mm-hmm.
How did you break a plate?
So you know how they were there? Okay, so Justin asked a question and it really pissed me off. So I started getting very arm wavy, and all I hear is going down the side. Luckily, it was one of the really shit ones we wanted to break, so... You know, the ones with the blue down there? Yeah, so it's not a heinous loss. Oh, good. Love you. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Justin, I am blaming you entirely. Anyway. Oh, of course not. It's never my fault. I'm perfect. What? Not my fault. My fault. I only ever speak the truth. I'm straight. I'm going to need to see some evidence of that. Yes. And I don't think I can hit all 3. Yes. Well, the carrots are already cut, which was really handy. I've cut the broccoli down. Right. Looks a bit shaky anyway, so yeah. And I've cut the potatoes. Right. I do believe that's everything for a sausage. Okay, yeah, it's all good. Cool. Also, I saw tons of recycling out, so I did that.
Yeah,
oh, that was nice.
In the middle of the path. Get around. I'm going fast.
I didn't put it in the middle of the path. Yeah. Okay, fine. Either way. Okay. Okay. The what? Oh, they were there. Yeah, but they look fine, so it's fine. Fuck's sake. Anyway, where's my wife? Anyway, anyway, back to far more important things, such as shooting. Kellen. Let's refill the cognition gauge because I'm going to need it. Move him here. I do believe this is the one with the culverin. Yeah. So I'm going to use this to amp the energy attacks. It does. No, I'm going to need to use that to amp the energy attacks, which I will actually use as well because it's nice and cheap. Primary reason I want to amp the energy attacks because it makes the phosphor blaster do like from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. It actually makes it quite dangerous. So, you know, when you build it right, even the most basic of weapons can be quite fucking dangerous. That will kill one and it will definitely kill one and probably kill the other, which is more valuable, so... There we go. Now, note that unless you crit them, they don't disappear. If I leave these two long enough, they will get back up, so I do need to actually finish them off. And they also drop a bit of cognition, which is quite handy. As soon as you pick it up, they evaporate, so that's really handy. So killing things does give you more ability to kill things, which is somewhat handy. Put them there. Yeah, so Immortals, as they're called, obviously have heavy weapons and they hurt. So it's worth dealing them as quick as you can, but 2 warriors would have been worse than 1 destroyer, bloody immortal. So, do I burn more cognition just to deal with this guy? Actually, melee damage will do the same. The melee option is the same as the range option. So let's see. Yeah, he's got 2 energy on. Let's melee him. So up the paint. Run towards him. And whack him. Also, being in melee range of him means he can't fire his ranged weapon until he gets out of range, until he tries to walk away. But if he tries to walk away whilst in melee, I get an attack of opportunity, so I get a free hit on him. Okay, the Destroyer. Ah, yes, Awakening. So when you're in a Necron tomb, you get this, and the higher this gets during your excursion, the more alert the Necrons will be. They'll go first in combat. There will be more of them in combat, and they don't take as long to get up in later levels. This does also contribute to the end of your game, which when the total awakening of the tomb gets to 100%, you have to bail. Currently at like 62%, so we've got a little while just yet, but the game is starting to come to an end. Oh cool, another part of the map just rose out of nowhere. It doesn't appear to contain any more Necrons, which is handy. I'm not going to bring down any troops. He's going to need to heal after this. But luckily I'm making tons of cognition out of it, so... Alright, Russ, I've got the opportunity. So you get this thing called Machine Spirit. Basically, the more you use your guns, the more they'll charge. Some of them only have 1, as you see, but the flamethrower has 2. But when they activate their Machine Spirit, as it's called, it just does extra stuff. As you see, Machine Spirit destroys armor, which I'm totally going to do. So now this Immortal has absolutely no defense in terms of like armor, so it takes full damage from everything. So I'm going to take some cognition and then use some of it to heal my wounds. There's an interesting point. As your Tech Priests take damage, it does cost you Blackstone, but if you repair it before the end of the mission, you don't actually get taxed for it. 3 energy armor. Encouraging. I could use the Canticle to ignore armor, but I don't want to use 2 on 1 mission, so I'm going to back off. But you do have to keep in mind future engagements as you do this, because all the Canticles I burn here I can't use on the fights I'll have at the end, because objectives always have fights at them. And I got 2 objectives, so I've got at least 2 more fights in this mission after this. There. Yes, he tried to get away, and he's paid for it. He couldn't use a melee attack because I guess he would prefer to try and get away, but no, you try and guess the mind of a computer. Ooh, this Machine Spirit's charged, so if I burn 2 cognition, I could actually bust down his armor. And he's got 3 energy armor, which is significant, so strip some of that. So now he's not nearly as defended as he once was. Oh, it did have one, it was just hidden. Goody. Ow. Good job I healed him, bastard. Tries to get away, gets whacked again. Won't kill him though, because Immortals are tanky bastards. Come on, 2 energy armor, don't fail me now. Yeah, not much damage at all. 3 damage is not an awful lot when you're this high up. And as it refreshes between every turn, you grab it automatically, which is real handy. Turn around, he's going to shoot again. Yeah, so it took him 2 shots to get him that low. He's not even halfway down yet. Now, where's the reinforcements? That only cost me 1 cognition, and suddenly I now have lots of help. He normally costs 5 cognition to deploy. Because I have a fully leveled Secutor with the reinforcements ability, it only cost me 1. Stonks. Now let's get about dispatching them then. Perhaps not with this guy though. But I do have quite a lot, so... And I think he's nearly dead. So yeah. He's still got 9. And the paint isn't recharged, so... Let's see how much damage this does first, and I'll determine whether or not I just need to shoot him with a phosphor blaster, or... We got lots of guys still yet to go, so... Including the robot, like I have failed to remember. I don't know how I forgot about fucking mega robot right next to him. So, yep. It's him dealt with. Cool. Next. Hello, have you heard about our Lord and Saviour Windows 7? Cool. So that's also set him... That's also given him the burn modifier, which would imply that he's actively covered in fucking Promethium, and he will now take damage every turn. Ah! So here's the benefit of flamethrowers as well. They do physical damage as opposed to energy. So I think they're the only ranged physical weapon in the game, because I don't think bolters are a thing in this game. Seeing as bolters are not a traditional weapon of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Whoosh. I'm not going to use that just yet because I can absorb this cognition and refill myself. Cool. Right, now we have to get to within shooting range. Because the robot is a big wall, and it's hard to shoot around him in narrow corridors. Having said that, he's very useful. Oh cool, well done, well done. Not easy to get to tier 10 in wargaming anything, so good shit. Let's do away with that destroyer before it gets back up. Oh, next. Remember, that's the engine seer, so he has a lot of ability to repair, and he repairs himself automatically each turn for free. Right, let's burn some repairs on himself. And then we're going to use distant prayers, which is a ranged heal, to get the other guy repaired as well. And we'll call him there. There's one at the start, one at the end. He's very hard to kill. Oh no, you shot the robot, whatever will I do? And he then takes 2 burn damage. Don't need anything. Let's continue. Okay. Sorry, she had up the stairs to ask if I wanted tea. It's not like tea. Anyway. Oh. I was going to try and heal some more, but oh well. Matters little. Squish. There we go. Oh, I do love that emote. Still don't understand the context in which it's meant to be used. Because it's just Björn looking very angry. Cool, so, okay, the robot healed. We actually reduced Awakening a lot and got a bit of Blackstone. So yeah, fighting those guys, whilst it can be risky, sometimes is worth the trouble. Right, let's plan a route. So we need to get to these 2 here. 1, 2, 3 is one way. 1, 2, 3, 4 is another. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not waste time. Let's get through. Means you asserted dominance. Ah. See, now I have the actual textbook meaning. A panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond, which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, we can reap the rewards. Now, I've not seen this one before, so it doesn't tell me which one the right one is. If you've done this before, and you've gotten a positive result out of the glyphs, it will highlight to you what the right glyph is. However, I haven't seen this one, so I don't know. So, Slanesh with a tail or a gyroscope. This could be a globe. Gyroscope. I did it! All units heal for 2. Yeah! Which actually helps quite a bit. Let's keep going. Yeah, see? I have seen... I literally just did this one. And because I did it correctly, it's showing me the correct answer. This... Oh, fucking hell, I got an STC. So, another point about the Mechanicus, they only ever manufacture things according to what are called Standard Template Constructs, STCs. Basically, the Imperium's in a state of technological regression, and the only bits of new tech they can find are lovely bits of old tech that they discover from a previous era of man. Because the history of Warhammer is long, but not to bore you with the many details, the Adeptus Mechanicus is forever after these FTCs. Honestly, they throw a fucking month-long party every time they find an STC for a toaster. But this is actually super valuable. I mean, it's the Spotlight, which I don't use, but it... I mean, at that point, 1 cognition for plus armor, I could be convinced. As at objectives, there's always a fight. Always. And often these objectives have special requirements. So, okay. Destroy a key reanimation chamber, which I assume is one of these here. Alright, that's a mission objective. But the battle objective is just to kill all enemies. So I wanted to show off about how these can be different, but oh well. I'm going to use reinforcement to call in the big boy, so I'm going to deploy the Skitarii ahead of time. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I know. Yeah. It's humid as hell right now. Yeah, it's because we're going into winter, but there's a warm front on, so it's quite warm out. But you know, I'll let you decide if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because if you're me, it's a bad thing. Aww. Bitch. Anyway. Bill rapidly changes cadence of voice at Sasha's within range. Yeah, basically. But I tend to speak softly around her, so... Right, so what do we want to do? I mean, I want to scan all of these, because as you can see, you can destroy them and lower awareness, but you scan them and you get money, so... You know, it's up to you what you want. This guy is not in range of anyone, so I'm going to keep him there. You desperately want to be healed, so let's use your heal. Cool. This is Oriokus. Ollie. I'm going to call him Ollie. Yeah, we can go. Yeah, Ollie's done there. Anyway. So we've got a warrior and an immortal. Remember, the destroyers are the guy on hover platforms. So I'm going to prioritize him. Can I not? Is it literally that little fucking post is blocking the firing arm? Fuck me, it was. Should have charged it, but oh well. Okay, how much damage did that do? An okay amount. He's got 2 fizz armor, so... There are scarabs, apparently. I don't know where they are, though. Uptech scarabs. Oh. Well, luckily they're easy to kill. And they don't do an awful lot, so... But they do, however, repair enemies. But to do so, they get quite close, which is handy. It means you can blow them away right next to one another. Use the charge. All the way up here. I like how that thing does provide like 2 spaces of 180 degree cover. 12 damage, he's only got 3 left, which, yeah, the Phosphor Blaster can achieve quite nicely. Lovely, so that gets the Destroyer dealt with. And because he's a high-level Secutor, his drone does damage when scanning, so I can dispose of Necron bodies at the same time, which is super handy. Cool. Skitarii, I'm going to send him over here. See if you blast these scarabs in the face. Cool. And that'll be it for him. Skitarii are only the foot soldiers, so they don't do an awful lot. They're not meant to. But they are stupid long range, and they have an ability that can stop people from firing for one turn, which is really handy. So, especially if you have lots of them, you can chain it every turn, and you can basically give an enemy boss, for example, like no opportunity to fire. It's awesome. So I'm gonna take the risk, burn some cognition, get this scanned before I leave. And yeah, I'm gonna have to end him there. Luckily, it's only a warrior, so I'm not too worried about it. I assumed more would be spawning. What do I get? Another immortal. Another one? Yeah, another one. What do I get? Because it's random what can come out. Another warrior. Okay. And more scarabs. Awesome. No, they don't trigger an opportunity. Oops, I accidentally gave him a attack of opportunity. If you're wondering what that was my wife setting off the fire alarm. To be fair, it's not her fault. It's our hob. No matter what we do or how hard we clean it, it's just super smoky. We're going to use this to reduce the cognition cost, so I can puff some paint and whack him. Bring him down in one. Luckily, I get refunded one for killing him, so. And then use this to try and bring the other one down. And he's got energy armor, because fucking course he does. And I don't have that anymore. Well, I can't use my flamer, but you know who can? I'm mad. Oh, no, it's the same guy. Turn. An attack. He's got one armor, so it doesn't really... They can't really do much damage to him directly. I was going to say. And as you can see, the flamer on top of the Castellan robot is stupid long range for a flamer. It's awesome. So I'm going to tilt it like this, and I'm going to hit the downed warrior, the up warrior, the scarabs, and then the terminal, which would destroy the reward, but I've already claimed the reward, so I don't care. Javar's consuming the lasagna. Yeah. You know what I mean? The robot is just mean. It's great. So you can claim the reward and then destroy them afterwards to get the reduction in awakening as well. How much longer will this game go on? I'm looking for at least another half hour. And then I must eat dinner, and then maybe hell let loose tonight. I say maybe because I might want to do stuff with Sash. I'm gonna burn this, refill the cog bar, use it to just strip some armor off this guy, or not. Explain yourself, Justin, because I mentioned how long this game will be going on for, another half hour. And then I'll call it there. It wasn't going to be a long one today, because like I say, my normal days are Thursday through Sunday. And we forgot to do, I traditionally do this game on Sunday, which is very much a Warhammer focused day. So, I'm doing it today as a pickup. He is the last one, so I might as well just burn it, kill him. How much is left until the end of this particular mission? Well, that should have been it, to be fair. No, because this fucking scarabs are up. But he's got an axe, so you can take care of that. But the Skitarii does go first, so it's fine. But in this particular mission... Oh, they moved. In this particular mission, I've got... one fight and then we're done with that. For me, the total length of how long Mechanicus has left as a game well, the game goes on until the Tomb Awakening, as I've now been informed, the Tomb Awakening reaches 100 and we're currently at 62. This mission is likely to add to probably 3%, so I would say probably another 3-4 streams minimum. Yeah, we got a while left of Mechanicus. This is a very slow game. It takes a while to play. Well, it takes a while to complete, should I say? At the plan for after Mechanicus, Mechanicus' slot will probably be taken up by Battlefleet Gothic, and when the next slot of a non-Warhammer game comes up, because if I didn't limit myself on how much Warhammer I play, I would literally play only Warhammer. That's how much I love it. I will be playing XCOM after that, after either Mad Max or Mech Warrior, whichever one finishes first. And then after that, it will be Mankind Divided, I do believe. Well, to be fair, one of those will finish probably before this, so it will be Mankind Divided next, and then XCOM when shit finishes. Anyway, as you can see, I have planned for future streams. Necron Warrior lies in the chamber ahead, an unusual sight as they usually teleport away upon deactivation. It appears severely defective. One arm withered, as if by a deformity, with half its ribcage and skull appearing partially melted. Could this be as a result of a malfunction in the reanimation chamber? Getting naval action. I may not stream all of naval action, considering 90% of it is just sailing. But yeah. Perhaps the Necrons are not the inscrutable master of such technology after all. Take the Necron so they can be fully examined. Extinguish, destroy the Necron, deform or not, it's still a work of the Xenos. It may not actually be dead. Or examine it. Well, there's no point extracting it, we've got plenty of examples of Necron warriors, at least. We could just blast it in the face. Or we could look it over. Look it over. And we get 3 cognition out of it. Cool. There's an awakening level. Not many anglers stream it. Yeah, I know. And I know it's frustrating because I'm so bone-achingly close to 100, but we'll get there when we get there. That's always been my mentality. Sure to attract those who are actually watching. I know. Remember, I don't actually play a lot of naval action though, only because 90% of it's sailing. So an immortal, a warrior, a destroyer, another immortal. Okay, this is going to be one of those fun ones. So actually, guys with axes want to be that side. Guys with guns that side, so they can lay down fire over here. Put down the ranger. But of course, there's now one behind me. Because why fucking wouldn't there be? And this is an example of why the RNG is such bollocks. Like, it was random where this guy could have spawned. Could have been either of those 3. There's 3 of them there. There's probably, I seem to remember seeing one of them down here, although I might be wrong on that. But yeah, like, okay, actually to be fair, that's on 1 and 2 because it could have been these 3 or these 3, but instead it chooses that one. Arg. Righty. Melee dude, let's keep him in cover. Suspect activity detected. Awesome. More stuff. Yeah, I thought I saw one. He's now no longer in cover, but there's not much I can do about it. Let's see. What can I do with this guy? First, because the objective is to destroy. It says scan or destroy, so I got to scan or destroy something. Now, all this down here. And by the looks of it, this is looking like a much better path because they'll actually have to come at me piecemeal. So, yeah, I'm going to go down this way. Right, let's trigger the cognition. And as I say, the RNG is a prick in this game, but I get around it because I use stuff like calibers, which have high guarantee damage. You can see that's 7 to 9, but the issue with it is that it's expensive. I get around this by having this cognition freedom on most people because it's like the first level of Lex Mechanic. But, you can tempt fate a little bit more because there's a weapon called the Arc Rifle, which has like a 1 to 8 damage radius, a damage variance, and it's like a 1 cognition to fire. So you can fire it once and hit multiple people and do 9 damage to all of them, but more likely than not you'll do like 1 damage, and because of armor you won't actually do anything. And because this game with its dice rolling is a prick, it seems to favor the computer, hence the accusations of cheating. I wouldn't rely on that too much, so I tend to go with expensive weapons that are guaranteed damage, and then try to mitigate the cost. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, the soundtrack is incredible. I love the techno organ. It's awesome. Some of these cognition points are damaged. Oh, for fuck's sake. Warrior, warrior, warrior. Oh, it's a good job this guy's the one with the culverin. And now, in just one move, I will turn 3 Necron warriors into a pile of slag. You see? It's very easy. I'll say, but this game does have quite a learning curve, though, I have found. It's not the easiest game to just pick up and play, unfortunately, because there's a lot of mechanics that it takes a minute to get hang of. It's not just, I know it's not just an organ. Ugh. He's going to take a lot of damage before he's out. Actually, I'm gonna use the gun on him. Ugh. Crit him, and I only did 4. I'm gonna use the no shooty on him because he's going next. So now he can't do any damage. Now all he can do is walk. Damn it! I've skipped. He's first because of fucking course he's first. The guys with melee weapons are struggling because they're all around this corner. I don't want to go this way because it's just rifled with bad dudes. Use the caliber, but man, is it expensive. Well, yeah, of course it's computer editing. I mean, it's Mechanicus for a start. Why wouldn't it? If you're not using computer synthesized music, then you're not doing something right. Down. Oh, for Christ's sake. This fight's turning out to be real big. Of course, he goes first, but he went last time. Right, so this is becoming a problem down here, so I'm going to deploy the robot. Because it's getting a bit testy there. Back up, try and siphon some cog. And then he's got the combustor, which really doesn't help matters. So I can command fire there, which tells all troops, which are these two, to fire at a target. Which will tell the Skitarii to do that, but it doesn't tell the robot to then fire his flamer, which I'm very cross about. There's not much else he can do, but I'm going to have to use a litany of life on him because he's just too hurt and it's going to take too long to heal him. Cool. And nowhere is he going to be in range of that immortal, so... He is quite long range, so if I back up a bit, and then, yeah, I can get all of it. Fuck you! It immediately wipes out those scarabs and afflicts the rest with various heinous conditions. Those warriors won't stand long up to the burn. Slam the destroyer primarily to block his. Anyway, which XCOM did you say we're playing? Oh, Enemy Within. So the first one. So the first one with DLC, I say, but yeah. Actually, yeah, do this first because his cognition ability, obviously it refills the cognition, so however many you don't have. So use up what you can ahead of time. Just gonna dash him quite far forward, as we do need to get a move on. Yeah, so yeah, the first one with DLC, and then once we're done with that, we will be playing XCOM 2, because though I do quite like them, they're both quite good games in my opinion. So we need more shooty, so let's refill the cog. He's going to fire at the guy with the most energy armor. Still does 5 damage. I've played enemy within like a lot, so. But like as much as we take the piss out of the RNG in this game, one thing that is actually quite fun is the fact that it doesn't do the XCOM RNG of, oh, there's a chance to hit. No, that when you shoot a guy, you hit him. Is refreshing. Oh, the cog gauge is full, huh? So might as well burn some and then pick up some more. And yeah, I burned 4 and picked up 1, but with the Lex mechanics around, it won't be long until I fix that issue real quick. It's 3 energy armor, so I'll be surprised if we do anything. 3 damage, because of course. Like it's an immortal, not a warrior. Right, that explains more. Mine Puppy would occasionally let me play with it. Yeah, I'm gonna say enemy unknown is well, enemy unknown, then enemy within was the bloody DLC. I quite like those games a bit, so I quite like it. But I'm quite looking forward to playing it as well. And you know, it's quite a good streamable game because you know, it's prone to the moments of angery when, you know, 95% chance to hit misses anyway. It's like a guy tried to do an actual 360 no scope. So I haven't played the second one. I'd say the second one's different. It's not different bad. It's just different. It operates on a different way of thinking. But it is quite cool. You get to plan out your moves more. But you'll see what I mean when we play it. But yeah. These bloody immortals are being an issue. I've also got the guys behind me, mustn't forget. Yeah, so you're going to try and move away. Only 2 damage. He is burning, so he might actually go down here. Nobody's close. He's 2 damage. And he goes... Of course he goes again, because he chooses to go last on that round, and then... So he goes the first round, and fucking... hate the Lord. Although now he might suffer another load of damage, and off he goes. Haha, fuck you. Meet him, bitch. Really? Really? Oh, for fuck's sake. It's fine, he's got turns before he comes back up, so... Move him there. What fun times. Yeah, so it was quite a popular game actually. It changed a lot of things from the first XCOM, but if you ask me, it changed the right things from the first XCOM. Because the first XCOM was unforgiving, but you know, it let you have lots of resources. That news, then you know, it played like the fucking start menu in Windows, so you know, take rough and smooth. But you could have 20 guys in the Sky Ranger, so whereas in Enemy Unknown you can have max 6, but it puts a bigger focus on it. I suppose they figured that having fewer guys would mean that it would mean more when you inevitably lost them. Which is correct, it fucking sucks. I'm actually going to do this, because... Can't be fucked doing this all day. Oh, one more. Like so. First one. Do you mean like the really old first one, or Enemy Unknown? But you already answered that question. I'm stupid. One thing you'll learn if anyone chooses to stick around, if you are in fact still here. And if you are, hi, thank you. I get streamer brain hard. Like, I'm not exactly. I try not to toot my own horn when I say that because it implies I'm normally intelligent. which I'm sure Sash will be the first to say that I'm not. But when I'm distracted, my IQ goes through the floor. Yes, hello, JC. Slam, and scarabs are no more. But I'll turn around and flame these two in a moment, so that they don't get back up. I do have the culverin, and it is charged, so let's do that. And this should down both of them, because the culverin is just a bigger version of the caliver, which is the one that he's got, and as a result it slaps. Little fucks, those are very the sectoids. Sectoids are little bastards, because they look weak, but they can fuck you up if you're not careful. Like, there's one thing I did like about Enemy Unknown, like, really, there was no enemy that you could just take it easy around, like, oh, it's only X, you know? Like, every enemy, if you weren't careful, could fuck you up royal, even if you were late game. I mean, obviously, it became easy to know how to deal with them, but yeah. Like, you had to be careful around them, because otherwise they would find a way to push your shit in. Sucks. I can't get into range, so I'm going to stay here for now. You always peace around you, never finished it, but you won't play enemy within until you... Well, you'll be glad to know that they're basically the same game, it just tacks on the Exalt mechanic, and gives you access to gene editing and turning people into robots. It's a lot of fun. But if that's how you feel, I say, and the mechs, yeah, as you say, yeah. I say, I only ever turn one person into a mech because it's a pretty big trade-off, and they make a very good wall. But yeah, although to be fair, it does depend on which like class they were. Because if you get a heavy and turn him into a mech, it's a lot of fun. Like. I remember that because they've got like the mine launcher and stuff. Chimera Skull is more forgiving? Yeah, Chimera Skull is very forgiving, to be fair. That's difficult, yeah. I think that was something that they reacted to. Like, because 2 was very difficult compared to even Enemy Unknown, so... I mean, obviously it's not an unsolvable riddle by any means of the expression. Like, it's still very much an easy. Once you work it out, it's still quite easy to figure out. Easy in air quotes, but yeah, if you're not used to it and you're not careful, XCOM 2 will fuck you up. Like, XCOM 2 does not take prisoners. Right, let's get in there and scan this bollocks. Oh, because of course there's more. Ugh. And let me guess, all 3 deploy at once? Oh yeah, look at that! There's even an immortal. I'm going to commit die. But this is going to be a very profitable run. Right, let's start amping, though he is nearly dead. Of course. Right, so I have 1 spare for firing. That's getting close. Then we go pew pew. Boosh. Hit him for a critical, still don't know how much damage I did. If I advance on him to fire the pistol, I might not be able to get back around the corner, but oh well.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Thank you, JC. I was glad I could be entertaining to you tonight. Right, get back around the corner. Might as well scan this while I'm at it. Can't heal myself. Oh, you're talking about committing seppuku. Oriokus over here is likely going to do just that. Let's see what we can do then. If I do this, this still costs 2, so I can't fire the culverin. But I can. I do have a charged phosphor blaster, which hit for 7. Lovely. Don't have the servo skull. We're going to have to keep him there. Skitari can't get an angle, so we're going to have to run him around quick as we can. He walks out. Can't get a shot. No, thank God. You lot are dealing with your own problems. Keep picking this up. Because I'm starting to run into supply problems now. See how much armor he's got so I can huff paint and charge in the next round. Ugh, of course he's got physical. I can use this, thankfully, because he's a fully leveled engines here. He can, from anywhere in the map, fully repair all the tech priests. So that actually helps out quite a bit because I'm now no longer going to lose a tech priest. As you can see, these games can sometimes take a while. I said I'll be ending this particular patch of Mechanicus in a half hour, and that was 25 minutes ago. So, and I'm still on the same mission, not the same fight, but the same mission, at least. Let's see how much he's got. Let's okay. Can't do that. Can't do any of this. Keep it there. Keep rolling him north, although being a giant mass robot, he's going to be quite slow. Luckily I managed to get that map-wide heal off, so he's alright. Okay, so let's drink this because he's the Lex mechanic, he can absorb all of it at range, so let's do that. Don't have the cognitive freedom, so let's scan this and bring him down, because he's only at 1 health. So bringing down this immortal will actually go a long way to preserving, you know, our lives, which are somewhat precious to us, last I checked. And I crit him too, so he didn't have to body check him. He's just gone. Lovely. Keep it there. I think this will actually fill up my bar, because being a Lex mechanic, he generates cognition anytime he takes damage. Let's make sure he doesn't get back up. Maybe a slight issue. This guy does have the culverin, so if I'm willing to brave an attack of opportunity, I can just culverin both these assholes and have it done with. So I'm absolutely willing to do. Yeah, so did a crit and only scored 1 damage. Because you're being a push and not destroying. What do you think I'm about to do? Come to freedom, energy enhancer, and fuck you. There it is. Hey. Start cleaning these out. And now the Skitari is useless where he is, because of course. Luckily the Skitari moves quickly. Right, let's now you're in range, let's huff the paint. And charge the enemy. And now it's just this destroyer here. Soften him up a bit first. Let's not use that last bit because he's got a bigger power axe and a flamer. And cognition is better used for him. We'll take a hit, but oh well. And there's the 3rd level. Oh no, they reanimate 1 turn faster. It's a good job there's none of them left. See if I can get a hold of enough, I might be able to do the full combo. I've only got the 2. Oh well. Go. Huff the paint, run forward, and smack him. He has got 2 fizz armor, which does worry me somewhat. And now that I'm in melee range of him, he now can't shoot. And the Brobot is very much on his way, so let's go scan this. For maximum payout. Sorry, way ahead of you. He's now basically useless. Pop him so he can't get back up. Once they've used these chambers, they then can't be used again, so there is a maximum to the number of Necrons you can face. So some missions like them to crawl up like the sides of the walls and shit, so, you know, if you're a fan of Alien. Do you believe that's it? There it is. God, that fight took a while, but I feel like I executed it well. The arcane machinery of the resurrection chamber proves highly susceptible to demolition techniques. Good. Explosive charges scatter the delicate device, filling the chamber with flying shrapnel and shattered crystal. Whatever this machine really did, it will never do it again. Score! My new revolts are devoid of any regret at having disappointed them. Oh, it's just like my boss. I would have taken that risk, yeah. Yeah, VDEX is the hyper loyal guy. This guy here, who's like super fuck Necron tech. Let's not piss around with that. And you see, killing the Immortals is quite valuable, as is killing the Lords. Generally, the more dangerous a unit is, the more Blackstone you get for having brought it down. You see, that mission was an arse. We get the payout. We found a shitload of Blackstone as well. And we hit 3 awakenings, so that's extra 3% on the full awakening. So when this bar hits here, we are outie. That's it. We're done. And we've still got a full 35% left to go, so we are nearing the end of the game, but we've still got a little way to go yet. Neftusk, I'm going to call it Neftusk, a sector located. A sense of monumental power fills the tomb. The deafening industrial sprawl echoing the forge worlds of the Adeptus Mechanicus, but unmistakably alien. Inner workings and architecture are laid open to see. Pipework and support beams span the spaces between hulking masses of machinery. The air is heavy and hot with steam. It tastes like leaking fuel. From everywhere comes the grinding din of huge engines underfoot whilst pistons hammer endlessly. Canoptech labour constructs continue to assemble new areas and structures, locked in a constant cycle of rebuilding. Columns of scarab constructs repair and remake. It would be folly to assume that they are the only inhabitants. So yeah, if the Necrons have anything big to throw at us in this game, we're going to find it here. Ooh, another one! Zaragon Sector? Magnificence of a long-vanished dynasty is perfectly preserved within this tomb, overwhelming in its aggressive grandeur. The halls are polished, grandiose marvels. Adorned with images of Necrons glowering down as if it were to ward off the eyes of the unworthy. This place is a monument to the power and arrogance of the interred. Every surface reflects the assumption of total authority. Dark opulence boils over into obscenity, as if the creator thought of itself not just as a king but a god. The wealth contained within this place is astonishing. But such concerns wither the present. In the presence of whatever the tomb was built to aggrandize. It's impossible for such a monument of power to go unguarded. Okay, so this is likely where the big Necron Lord is situated. So for every Necron tomb, an ancient race of what were once squishies but are now robots, they have a lord, and that lord is the master of the entire tomb. Think Egyptians. And they are typically very dangerous and quite powerful, so I think we'll find him there. Those look to be the final 2 sectors of the entire dungeons, tomb. So yeah, I have a fuckload of Blackstone, and man, am I going to use it. So you're becoming a Tech Auxilium. Let's further you on that path. First is the defensive protocol for the servo skull, and as you can see, each one of these things that they have mounted to them have one of these little costs, and they go up with every rank that they are. So that helps. So you've got an extra 1 cost that I can use. What should I bolt to him? He's already got the energy enhancer, so there's pointless me doing that. Oh, he's got the torso for the Tech Auxilium, which he already has on. Oh, I see. Oh, it's literally just a straight upgrade, I see. Alright, Esteban. Let's see. Check out the Xenorite, actually, and let's give him a better Mechanendrite. Ah, cool. As is typical, Devar, you've arrived. You've arrived not only as Justin leaves, but I'm just spending my Blackstone, and I'm about to sign off because I just fought the last fight of that. And let's give him a Healy Mechadendrite because that's always useful. But you are fantastic with timing. You really are. Like, this is like the 3rd time you've done it. But let's upgrade this guy so we can get him a bigger, sexier power axe. You are currently on the path of the Xenorites. Gain +1 to damage. After making an attack, the unit loses 1 HP. Goodie. Sweet, so we can strip that little power axe and give him the big, sexy power axe. Next, what am I going to give you? I already upgraded you. You're building it. Ah, I see. I quite like him with the combustor as he is. Well, the combustor is physical. So canister wouldn't go amiss. Ah, so select a new one. The torso is just a straight upgrade, so let's do that. Even though it looks like he's got a Nest controller on him. There we go. I've just noticed he's already got a Sanctus canister on him, because I'm clever. What else could I give him? Got 1 spare. Cognition Mechanendrite, it never goes amiss. And then you. Could I spend it on you? Going down both Lex Mechanic and Tech Auxilium. Which of these would be a direct upgrade? Base is 2 HP and 1 energy armor. 2 energy armor. 1 of each. And the hands are 1 energy damage. 1 HP plus 20 crit chance. 2 HP, 20 dodge chance. I like the energy damage, so I'm going to keep that. 3 HP, 3 movement. 2 HP, 2 movement. 2 HP, 2 movement. Yeah, it's all bollocks. In which case, probably just going to be the chest then. But to be fair, there's not much down Lex Mechanic that I want. So I'll unlock this, but I won't actually equip it. And then he's already as long range as I want him to be. Could use the on the specs. Yeah. It's on his shoulders. Tell you what then. We'll replace the claw of the on the specs, and then we'll use the Gashon Mechadendrite instead for heals. Next. So what, let's catch Jeremiah up, seeing as he's lagging behind us a little bit. And then he gets defensive protocol and an additional point. Do you remember gaining the second level of the cognition mechadendrite? But I don't see it. Yeah, oh well. He's already got all the guns I want him to have, so... What else? The bigger paint doesn't actually give him any extra... One tech priest of your choice, and then that's all tech priests. But it doesn't actually increase the effect, it just increases the amount of people who get the effect. Which I'm not interested in. Next time we play Hell Edition, well, it depends on the next stream is, because if the stream is Thursday, then it's going to be Mad Max. I am highly considering actually speaking. It's up to you, man. It's just easier to communicate when you're actually speaking. Yeah, uh-oh. Accurate. To be fair, because he's got the fire on him, it might be a good idea to have these Infestus Mechadendrites for pushing, so that I can get them back in the range. It does also give him 2 Mechadendrites, which is cool. And then we'll keep the rest as stock, because you never know when you might need it. Yeah, otherwise, thanks for joining me, everyone. That was supposed to be a quick one, but ended up taking more than I wanted to. Oh, well. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Glad you found me. That was a bit of Mechanicus. The next Mechanicus will be on Sunday, as is tradition, because Sunday is Warhammer. The next guaranteed stream, like I said, perhaps, might be some Hell Let Loose later, but it does depend on what I'm doing. If you want to keep fully abreast of what I'm doing, there's a Discord that you can join. There's a link down below, or you can ask nicely and we can give you a link. And then, yeah. Thanks for joining me, and I might be back later. Might.